What's going on, guys? How is everybody doing? Appreciate anybody and everybody stopping by. We have Dub in here for another podcast that we've done, a couple times now? How many times?
A few times.
A few times, nothing crazy. But we definitely enjoy getting off in here and taking a step back from opening packs and, just talking about the hobby in general, content creation in general, the good and the bad, all that stuff, all the wild stuff.
Right.
Yo, what's up, Valor? Simple Ducks, what's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all stopping in here. Hopefully you guys can hear us well. I was having trouble with that. But I mean, I guess we can start off with some Pokemon stuff. Dub, anything you've seen from Scarlet and Violet coming out that interests you? You're looking forward to seeing? I know, you've been stepping away as far as your channel goes, but personally, I'm sure you still pick up some cards, right?
Yes, definitely. I'm just stoked that they're calling them the Galarian Gallery now.
Right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I like that that's continuing and going forward. All those artworks are just so nice.
I was pretty sure they were going to get rid of them.
Yeah, so like Scarlet, I want the Riolu.
Right.
Love Riolu.
Definitely.
And then Violet, I didn't even really pay attention to what's in Violet, but I'm glad that those cards continue to be around even with the transition to EX cards.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Here's my chat wasn't working. Now it's working. Hi, Steven. Hi, JPO. But thank you guys for being here. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I thought that I was under the impression that, that gallery, the trainer gallery, was going to be completely gone, but they're just renaming it basically.
Right.
So it's good to see. And then the artworks look like straight paintings now.
Yeah, they do.
Like if you guys haven't seen, you guys could go on pokelector.com and check out all the crazy artworks for the ARs, the Galarian gallery. And they look awesome for Scarlet and Violet. And this is just the base set. Usually when we get base sets, it's not great. It's not great. But
right.
It's good to see that it's looking good this time around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Out of Violet, I particularly like the Slowpoke. I remember I've seen that one now. That one's super cool.
No, yeah, super clean. We got the Gyarados full art right here, the terrestrialized Gyarados. So I mean,
dude, that card's clean.
It looks great, and the Arcanine itself as well. I was gonna, I wanted the Arcanine too, but the Gyarados was definitely my first pick between the two. I like Gyarados a little bit better. What up, Clampy?
What's up, Clampy?
Simple Ducks. Juan in here. I see you, Juan. Appreciate you. Sorry if we don't acknowledge you guys right away in chat. We will definitely get back into you, but we're just in here chopping it up, talking about Pokemon, content creation and stuff like that, and seeing, not that you guys care too much about our thoughts on it, but it's always nice to converse with the community about like what's going on and like the new stuff going on with Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Poke Cloudburst in here. What's going on, Poke Cloudburst? Welcome in. So on top of that, starting with the new era, obviously Scarlet and Violet, what about what we are currently on with Crown Zenith? What do you guys call it? Let me know. How are you feeling with Crown Zenith?
I think it's super clean. The biggest thing I noticed was like the signatures on those trainer cards now, though.
Right.
Do you know what that's all about? Because I didn't look that up.
I haven't looked it up exactly either, but I'm pretty sure it's paying homage to like the actual game. I'm not sure if it's like the video game, but I think that's what I heard. I could be wrong. They were in a special collection before, said Clampy. Okay, so specifically in Japan, Clampy, I'm assuming. I wasn't sure. I thought it was part of like one of the games before, but they were the Japanese gym leaders exclusive sets at Clamp Fan. Oh, okay, cool. See, Clampy is our go-to when it comes to Japanese products for sure. I appreciate you letting me know that, Clampy. They were Japanese leaders exclusive sets. Bringing them over to English, I mean, it's cool for us, but at the same time, maybe it diminishes a little bit of the value / collectability for those Japanese collectors that were like, oh, nice, the exclusive Japanese side style of things. So it's give and take. But I mean, it's a nice little touch to wrap up all of Sword and Shield. You know, considering that it's all these like the gym leaders, the trainers from the Gala region. Excuse me, yeah, the Gala region. So I think it's a nice way to wrap it up. Juan Orozco in here. What's going on, Dizzy? I see you.
Juan?
Any cards?
Dizzy.
Any cards jumping out to you from Crown Zenith?
Obviously the Pikachu. I love that artwork on there.
Yeah. Talking about the secret rare or like the
yeah, the secret rare. Yeah. And then I've always been a full art trainer gallery person myself. So is Mel in December too. So all those full art trainers are sick. I like them.
The freaking
alt-art friends in Sino,
Cynthia, amazing artwork. And it's cool to see that they're going to continue that with Scarlet and Violet. You know, the alt-art trainer cards. All my waifu boys in chat definitely know that they're hype to see that. Oh man, super insane. I see you. What's going on, Smack Daddy? I see you.
What's up, Smack Daddy?
Appreciate y'all. Just so you guys know, we're just going through a podcast right now talking about Pokemon in general, maybe a little content creation, the community as a whole, and then later on I'll be hopping back on to do our normal stream. So appreciate you guys being in here for now. Smack Daddy said, I like the Cynthia, Leafeon, V-Star, and the Luminion SAR. Luminion's clean. I know you had that from I pulled you that, right? Didn't I pull you that from V-Star Universe?
Yes. Yeah. That one I have, and I'm trying to think if you pulled me any other ones right now, but I think that's the only one.
Yeah, I think that's the only one. I myself have not opened up any Crown. I have the product. I just have not opened it up because I've been trying to stay away from it, trying to, have fun with it. I know I'm a little late to the party, but we also have like Scarlet and Violet over here now too, so I'm ahead on the party on that one. I can't ask for much more from CZ, says Super Insane. Hey, Super Insane out here killing it the last couple of days from I think he told me he pulled the gold Arceus already too, so
jeez,
good on you, man.
Let's go.
Juan said the Deoxys V-Star was my first big pull so far. Dope. Put in that fire. Yeah, Juan. Deoxys looks clean. The artworks keep getting more intricate. And like I mentioned to you, it looks like straight painting artwork on some of them just from like the normal ARs. So it's nice. It's nice to see.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're insanely nice.
I'm happy to see that's, going on to the next generation, because Pokemon could have easily fumbled this. But I think that they're transitioning very well. They're carrying over what they should be carrying over to the next generation. Technically, there's not going to be any more alternate arts, but I mean, they have SARs now, the secret arts. So I mean, that's a perfectly fine trade-off for me.
Exactly, yeah, and it seems like it's so much more stacked for the set than previous sets.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
there's 70 in Crown Zenith. That's a lot.
Sun and Moon base was dull. Sword and Shield base. I mean, although it did have the gold dogs and the Snorlax Rainbow, that was it. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on anybody's chase from Sword and Shield base, but there wasn't too much in there besides that. And it sucks when you're opening all these packs in the chances you might get maybe 3 cards. It's tough. Super Insane said, I think the full REX cards are a good move. They look clean.
Yeah,
they look clean.
They look really nice.
And in hand especially too. Definitely need the Arcanine in my life. So many of them. I want to see the quality of it when it comes to English, because that's always a wild card when it comes to the TCG, obviously. But hopefully Pokemon is on top of it. You would think, you would hope.
I saw who was it, Kangas Krantz the other day opening those miscut cards from you the other day.
With the top chop
off. Yeah,
dude, it's like, and it's funny because one set's like that in one like pack, usually the rest of the box is pretty similar, unless you happen to get a box where like they switch sheets or they got it back on track. But yeah, I think one of those boxes, just so many of the non-holo rares, the top was just cut off. So we hope that Pokemon, although they want to push the product out, hopefully they had enough time to prepare for this new generation coming out, so that they can put out, solid, good quality products and not have to worry about too much issues. I need that Gardevoir SAR in my life ASAP, said Clampy. Oh, I know when that came out, Clampy, you were excited. Super insane. Oh, he pulled the Tina, not the Arceus. That's okay. That's even better. The Giratina out here, like the biggest hit from Lost Origin, now the biggest hit from Crown Zenith.
The artwork on Crown Zenith is really nice for all the gold cards, but particularly the Giratina. It's a really nice artwork.
Yeah, it looks so ominous, man. Looks cool.
And it's the only gold dragon type in the set, which is pretty unique too.
That's sick. That's pretty sick. Are you looking at the set right now?
Yeah.
I wish I had a third monitor so I could have it up right here to look at the set.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hero Nor Villain said it's always about quality, it's always about quantity, not quality. Yeah, Hero Nor Villain. That's what it comes down to, especially for a business. I'm hoping they take a little bit more time with it. And, they were able to finally get ahead of it now that they're going on to a different generation. I'm sure this should have been prepped up long in advance. So I'm hoping they're able to get ahead of it. Super Insane said, are you glad they scrapped rainbows? I think I'm indifferent about them. I like them when it comes to maybe the Pokemon, but when it's a rainbow trainer, I did not enjoy that at all. I think it took away a lot from the trainer because at least there was background in just the regular full arts. There was more detailing, and when it's the full art rainbow trainer, it's just the trainer rainbow and a boring ass background.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they started that in Sun and Moon, correct?
I'm not certain when rainbow trainers exactly started, but I can.
Well, overall rainbows, I'm pretty sure they started in Sun and Moon. So I think that should have been something maybe just for Sun and Moon, and maybe halfway through Sword and Shield. And, once they started to do alt arts, maybe they should have just let rainbows go at that time. Maybe it just it might have overstayed its welcome. That's the thing. And,
right.
Oh, wow. Everybody remembering up. Appreciate y'all. Olympic said, what do you think about whipped cream and banana splits? Hey, I'm lactose intolerant, bro. Hero Nor Villain said, pew, pew.
What's up, Hero?
Thank you guys for coming through. We're just in here off the rip. We don't have anything planned. We were just in here trying to get a podcast going and have fun with it today. How have you guys been enjoying Crown Zenith? I know it's been out since Friday. A lot of you guys have been able to open it up probably a lot earlier than that. Let me know what your best hits were. Here in Super Insane, I know you got the gold Giratina. What do you have a chase card from there, Dub?
From Crown Zenith?
Yeah.
I could take my pick of any of the glaring galleries, honestly.
Yeah. You said the Pikachu's up there, right?
The Pikachu's up there just because I like Pikachus. Obviously, all the golds.
Yeah.
Because they're insanely nice.
Yeah.
But everybody's chasing those, so I guess what would be a unique glaring gallery I want to get would maybe be the I don't know, maybe some people probably do like them, like the Gardenia's Vigor, the Grant where he's up in the tree, the very stylized art, like the Melanie of the full art trainers.
Right.
I would like to finish all of those, and I'd feel like I completed enough of the set. Probably more than if I'd completed all 4 gold cards. I'd still have like a hole missing, not getting all those full art trainers.
Got you.
Yeah.
I think my chase would be, obviously, besides the Giratina, because I love that Giratina as well. Probably, I want the Mewtwo side of the Charizard, and then I also want, I want to see the Deoxyses.
Yeah.
As well. Definitely 2 of my favorite looking cards from the set. We have a couple of questions in here. Thoughts on other TCGs from Valor, Yu-Gi-Oh, DBS, etc. Yu-Gi-Oh, I just can't bring myself to dive into too many other TCGs at the moment. I think I collected Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time though when I was younger. DBS is one of the only other ones that I kind of dip my toes in a little bit. Just for a change of pace. Definitely like opening up DBS because they definitely take their time on the artwork and put a lot of care into it. UW?
They're really nice. Yeah, I would say my second biggest set or card TCG I collected was DBS.
Yeah.
I do like some of the Demon Slayer cards I picked up, but they aren't American. The ones I get are generally Korean, Japanese, or even Chinese sometimes.
Yeah, One Piece is popping off right now. I know that.
One Piece, yeah. So I haven't picked up any of those sets. I know that One Piece just released the English stuff. I haven't really dove into that, but I do like the artworks and the stuff I see. So I do consume content based around that stuff, but I don't collect it.
Right.
I live vicariously through those creators.
Yeah, man. I can't bring myself to add another TCG on there.
Weiss Schwartz, Smack Daddy. Yeah, Weiss Schwartz has some good stuff.
Weiss Schwartz definitely has good things. All for my waifu boys out there too. Well, not just that, but a lot of other ones too. They came out with like a Marvel. Doesn't Weiss Schwartz have a Marvel TCG as well as other ones as well too? So
I've even got a box of Adventure Time packs from them before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're cool, man.
That's cool.
Got all my favorite characters from Adventure Time. It was dope.
Hey,
I was like, all right, I'm done. Like one box for $30, and it was fun to open.
Shout out to Get You for starting to collect all these different random TCGs. He opened a bunch of different ones on his live stream the other night or last night.
Oh, that's great.
Smack Daddy said, "What's y'all's goals this year with the channels and the collections?" That kind of touches on, from last year, the growth to this year as well. So I mean, we could definitely touch on that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to start or you want me to start?
You go for it.
All right. For me, last year was a surprise. So, I mean, it blew whatever goal I had out of the water. I was just trying to get to maybe 2K subs by the end of the year. I always tell you this stuff is when opportunity meets preparation. It kind of all went in line. Shout out to everybody in the community that really came through, showed love. Shout out to Rev, shout out to D Pocket Monster, shout out to Poke Chloe, because I mean all three of them gave me a raid within a span of 2 months. So it was a big growth spurt last year. How do you build upon that? You got to be more consistent. You got to put out the pre-recorded videos. Your short form content is going to be blowing up this year. YouTube making it easier to get monetized or to earn revenue on there. Not to get monetized. To get monetized, you still have to reach a certain goal. I think 10 million views. But if you're already monetized, you're going to be able to start earning revenue from shorts, I believe, too. So, for you guys that are trying to do that, hey, keep grinding for it. This year, the goal, what am I at? This is like 5,000 subs maybe. I think like 5,000 subs right there. But just to fine tune the pre-recorded videos as well, to find my own lane within the pre-recorded videos, to try to be different. I want to be different. It's difficult to be different in the realm of content creation because everybody's done it. So what can I do to branch off, And I always try to do it my own way as best I can. So 5K subs. More consistency with the pre-recorded content, not just the live streams, but to give you guys good quality content as well. How about yourself, Dub?
Let's see. Biggest goals I would say is continuing to dig into the video game content, dig into what I enjoy about that side of creating content.
Yeah.
While still filling the fundraiser. So that goal hasn't changed. I'm kind of trying to bring it a little more, which I know is not always the best. It's a little unfocused, but it's like, hey, I'm going to do gaming. Occasionally, I'm going to crack packs and try and do like a fundraiser stream where I know everybody's going to have fun and, do giveaways for donation goals or something like that.
Right.
So we can fill the fundraisers. But there's a couple other ideas I've had that I just haven't dug into and posted them yet.
Yeah.
Like drawing or kind of like different types of unboxing or different type of content where it's like time-lapse drawings of things, stuff like that. So I have done a little bit of recording of those, but I just haven't dug into editing them or figuring out exactly how I want them to look. So I'm starting to sink my teeth into, okay, how am I going to edit these up?
Yeah.
Because it might vary wildly if I do a little more of the like I do the GTA role play stuff with my friend. It's probably gonna be limited editing. Probably won't have face cam on it. Won't have a bunch of cool flashy stuff behind me, like it, versus maybe if I'm doing like the time lapse drawings and stuff, have it be a little more thought out, edited, having a couple cameras going so I can have a couple different angles.
Yeah, because
stuff like that.
With something like that, you definitely need the angle, the change, change of scenery. Because I mean, there's always something going on with a video game. There's something happening, but when it comes to, like, you know, it's one thing right there in front of you, time lapse, the change of angle, the edit definitely comes in clutch.
Yeah, and so getting a little bit better at that, because I've never really done that type of content creating before. So the biggest goal is continuing my journey of finding out why I like to do content creating and finding exactly where that place is I fit in, where I might be like, oh cool, this is exactly how I want it to be and look all the time. And if it's just the variety and that's how I like it, I mean, that's what's kept me into it.
It makes you happy, man, too, because I mean, you know me, I didn't start off with TCGs or anything like that too, so changed gears, found it, enjoyed it, and we're gonna keep it going. That's awesome, man. Get you in here. I see you, Get you. What's going on, bro?
What's up, Get you?
Nashbone, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Hey, got 2 regular V packs of CZ. Hey, yesterday pulled 2 secret rares. Nice, man. In a row. Nice, man. Congrats.
Let's go.
GSP in here as well. What's going on, Great Smokey? Pokey, Trap, Ketchum in here too. Appreciate y'all coming through. B Popsicle, Fella Chris. Thanks for coming through, guys. We're just in here chopping it up. Talking about content creation, talking about Pokemon as a whole. That was just kind of us going over goals for the channels and personally from like last year to this year. And Trap Ketchum has a question right here. What do you guys think of selling Pokemon on Whatnot? And he has a follow-up question. He said, not trying to start anything, but what do you think about the state of his hobby? Is it going to, the state of the hobby that's going to be in 5 years? And is FOMO getting out of hand because of the new sets and scalpers? I'll start since that was a mouthful. No pun intended. So for the Whatnots aspect of things, I particularly stay away from Whatnots. Whatnot has the stigma of being a bad, negative place already. I'm sure you could find good sellers on there that are like honestly doing it, but a lot of people hop in there obviously because they're making a ton of money off of sending you a holo card, basically. Like I said, it does have a negative stigma to it already because that is a large portion of it. And I for one, I don't go on it. The only time I went on it was to show love to Zardfarts. So like if you're on it, like I have nothing against you, hey, do you, that's perfectly fine. I'll go support you over there too and say what's up. But I don't, usually stay in Whatnot for a long time at all. Yourself, Dub?
Yeah, I've never really been into Whatnot. There's a very specific purpose for Whatnot, right? It's to sell you something.
Yeah,
that's Whatnot's there for. I've always, even though I did do rip and ships and I like to watch rip and shippers, and that does entail some selling of stuff, I like what the YouTube community is all about on the side of that too, because a lot of the rip and shippers we know aren't solely rip and shippers. They do pre-recorded content like you and this and that, and enjoy the hobby and enjoy the people that come around their channel and building and growing something from there. Every time I stopped in on Whatnot, it just didn't quite feel that way. I think it's also a quality issue for me, because a lot of the ones I've seen, it's just straight from a cell phone. No clear quality, no real lights and stuff. Yeah. And you know why you're there. You're there to buy stuff.
Right. It's
just a marketplace.
It's a
video feed.
It's funny because I for one, obviously I sell things. There's a couple like, hey, Gladiator Collectibles just got in here. He sells things, He's been on Whatnot too, and like I said, I don't look down upon anybody that's on Whatnot, but I don't think I feel like if you're going from YouTube to Whatnot, it might be an easier way to separate the two. Like, okay, I kind of want to do a lot more things creatively on YouTube, but let me still have the small stream of revenue in order for me to continue this. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're doing it honestly and not ripping people off. And Get You made a comment to make sure you read all the seller reviews before you buy. It's it's on you at one point too. If you're getting ripped off, then you probably didn't do your research. You probably didn't do what you were supposed to do before you spend your money online on someone you didn't know. Look at the reviews. Yeah, but there's, I think, just like the negativity of whatnot vastly outweighs of, you know, like decent people on there selling things at a good price or at a bad price. But at the same time, you know, we only talk about the bad. We don't talk about, you know, good sellers on there too. So
yeah, I think I'm removed enough from the whatnot community to not really know that if there's drama or not. So
yeah, me no, I don't know.
That'll give you my what my opinion is on it. I just don't use it.
Yeah, I don't use it enough to speak upon it enough. I know a lot of you guys use Drip. I think Drip has been a new thing, a fairly new thing. I've never been on Drip, period. But I mean, a lot of you guys win a lot of good things on there. So I mean, I haven't heard too many bad things about it. On that follow-up from Trap Ketchum, he said, not to start anything, but what do you guys think about the state of this hobby? Where is it going to be in 5 years? And is FOMO getting out of hand because of the new sets and scalpers? Do you have any thoughts on that?
You know, I feel like the FOMO is more a regional thing. Like where I'm at, there's never any cards at any stores. You can never buy anything retail. It's just how it is where I live. But some people I'm seeing, they're posting their Walmarts and it's like a full aisle of Pokemon.
Stacked.
So I feel like the FOMO is only for some individuals where they don't have access to it at retail. Because I kind of get that feeling. Like I went out to go buy packs today and was like, hey, is there going to be some Crown Zenith somewhere? And there's not. No, none of the new sets are around. So I got old sets to open. I wish they were really old sets, but they're just, you know, so old battle style stuff like that. That's all that exists on the shelf. So where I'm at, I can see FOMO maybe affect people in a certain way, but in other places, I feel like they have just too much Pokemon stuff.
Right.
At least right after a restock.
All the Midwest places, y'all got Pokemon all the time in there, and like good stuff. You guys had like all those restocks on the Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon boxes. I feel like it's very consistent for them, like in the Midwest. Hey, I could be making a very generalized statement, of course. Yeah. But yeah, here in California, across the board, it's a little tough. I don't even look in store anymore. I just don't even check. Yeah. And I guess that could go back to you know, how it's been for a while over here in California. Trap Ketchum asked about is FOMO getting out of hand because of the new sets and scalpers. I mean, hey, maybe scalpers are still doing their thing and clearing out the targets and everything. You know, like you'd be like, oh, but Jay, you sell all that stuff too. I mean, I don't go to a local Target to get my stuff. You know, I try to, you know, leave that there. If you know, the kids who's, you know, their mom's out there just trying to get them a freaking pack of cards and they can't get a pack of cards over there. You know, so that sucks. That sucks to see, unfortunately. Super Insane said, usually there's nothing at stores near me unless you go at a restock. And my Targets, I don't know about you guys, but my Targets are like weird with the restocks. I don't know ever when there's a restock. I can't keep track of it. Team Pokemon in here. What's going on? Welcome in. Dark side of whatnot is people paying $25 for Crown Zenith packs like 5 days early, said Gladiator. Yeah. And that's where the most of the negative comes from, because I mean, damn, that's a lot. And they're still paying it. I don't understand it. Don't ever pay that type of price for something like that.
Well, that might transition into, we're going to be maybe talking about getting too lost in the sauce, you know?
Yes, don't get lost in the sauce, guys.
$25 for a Crown Zenith pack. I mean, maybe the individuals doing that need to take a step back, put the brakes on a little bit, and know that it's coming out in like 5 days.
Yeah.
For a fifth the price.
Yeah. I mean, it's especially with the English sets, man. If like $25 for a pack, like $25 will get you almost an ETB of like Fusion Strike, and that's at least 8 packs. So it's not smart. You don't have to worry about it. It's gonna come out very soon, especially on the initial release. There is gonna be there's going to be stock. There is going to be stock at some point. I mean, people were feeling the FOMO and worried about the Charizard UPC.
Right?
You guys know.
Even I was.
I told y'all. It's going to be fine. Don't worry. Don't pay these prices. And the UPCs that I got, one of them was donated by Washington. Appreciate them. But the other ones I got each UPC I got was at least between $79 and $89. The ones I given away. So it just goes to show you that Pokemon was ready for that. And there's like a lot of talk right now about the Crown Zenith boxes. You know, they're all gone. They're all pretty much gone. They're all pretty much gone right now. Doesn't mean that they're actually gone. It just could mean that, you know, people bought up a lot of the product because it is the last set of Sword and Shield. And because of that, they're going to be storing it away. They're going to be waiting it out, holding it for a very long time, and, you know, trickling it out, you know, obviously probably at a much higher cost. But, you know, Pokemon, I'm sure, will do another print run as well. Crown Zenith is having about 6 months of releases. 6 months of releases, the longest release period of any Sword and Shield set, right? I think. Pretty sure.
No, I wouldn't know that, but it seems like it. Yeah. 6 months is a long time.
That's a long release time. I mean, it's going to be fine. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Obviously prices might, you know, be up there a little bit. Maybe they're already trying to transition into the price increase that's coming out with Scarlet and Violet as well too. But I mean, you guys should be able to get some from like your local store if you just want to pick up a pack here and there. Maybe not right now, right away, but, you know, in the next couple of weeks, we would hope so. And on top of that, don't, like we were talking about, getting lost in the sauce. That means getting lost in the actual Pokemon monetarily, and getting lost in YouTube as well as a whole. I think every time we come on here as a podcast, Dead Guy, what's going on? Sorry. Come on here as a podcast, I kind of make it a point, you know, whenever you guys need to take a break, make sure you take your break. This will be here while you take your break. This will be here after you take your break. But not to get overwhelmed or overwhelm yourselves or feel the need. No streamer should ever make you feel like you need to be there. If they are making you feel that way, they are not someone that you should be watching.
Yeah.
I mean, have you had any experiences? I mean, not personally, like saying like, oh, I got lost in the sauce, or maybe you did. Personal experience that you've seen, like, you know, people come and go, and you feel like, oh man, I think they just dove too deep into it.
I have seen here and there, definitely stuff like that. I'm sure there's some well-known cases. I don't need to.
No, don't put out names.
Put anybody on blast, but yeah, I've definitely seen some things where things go down. It's not good, and I don't know where that comes from. You know, personally, because I've never gone through something where I felt like, you know, like I like watching your channel, but I don't feel like, I don't know. I guess there's not that FOMO. Going back to the FOMO, like I don't have a fear of missing out. I know it's going to be there. It's all good. You know, I could take care of things I like to do outside of that particular interest. And continue to be well-rounded and not get so lost into something where I feel like I have to buy cards from somebody to be accepted, or go to their stream every stream the whole time to be accepted. And on the obverse of that, you know, if it's the content creator that's doing it to the viewer, it's like, that's like what you're saying, you know, stay away from that content creator. You should not be being guilt tripped by your content creators. You know, it's not a good way to be. You know? It's not a good look, and it's not healthy for you, the viewer, to have somebody doing that to you. No. Because if you have an interest in a creator, you like to watch them. That can be taken advantage of. So just be very careful. I mean, like for myself, I try to, you know, show love and support to different content creators in our niche when I can. Go in there, say what's up, hit the like button, you know, show love as much as I can. But at the same time, you can't let yourself revolve around it. You know, for a while, you could be part of it, you know, have fun with it.
But once you feel like it's not fun because you're just, stressed out about missing it, I feel like you should be like, take a step back, enjoy yourself. And it's fine to step away for a bit. Saying that, like, anytime you guys are in here, like, Great Smoky Pokey, Hero Nor Villain, Clampy, Trap Ketchum, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Always coming through, showing love. Like, y'all, words will never be able to convey the appreciation I have, because y'all don't have to be here. Y'all are choosing to spend your time here. On top of that, you guys spend hard-earned money on my channel too to help support the channel. Obviously, we get product in return, but the fact of the matter is you're choosing to do that, and I appreciate the hell out of that every single time. And if anybody is ever making you feel bad about missing things from their channel, you got to step away from that channel. This is not me throwing shade at anybody. I don't know anybody that does it in particular. But just you just always got to show appreciation to you guys, because as a content creator, then that's all you can ask for, your time, man. We had some questions right over here. Dub and Jay just dropping in and have the like to show, like, hey, appreciate you, dead guy. How do you feel about a lot of stores like Target beginning to limit purchases again? Said Super Insane. I mean,
it's never gone away where I live.
Yeah, it never went away where
I've lived it since 2020. It's just is what it is.
It always says like 5 limit around me too. I didn't realize that they were taking it
5.
off.
We get 2.
2? Ooh.
2. That's it. And I mean, that's even if you're buying individual booster packs. They're like 2 booster packs.
Yeah, ours is 5.
If you buy 2 booster packs, you can't then also get a box.
Dang.
And an ATB. Like, nope.
Super strict.
Items.
Super strict
Super
up there.
Strict, yeah.
Yeah, mine was 5.
We don't get anything in our area though. I think our county is like specifically like, don't give us more cardboard stuff. They're very green initiative here, so they might be trying to limit how much
oh, that's wild. I mean,
Pokemon cards come in.
I'm pretty sure my area gets a decent amount of stock. I just never check anymore, man. I just never check.
Yeah.
Every once in a while when we go to Target for our actual groceries or stuff that we need from Target, me and Jeremiah, my son, will walk down the aisle, see if there's anything there. If there is, hey, if he wants like a pack or 2, sometimes we'll get it, sometimes we won't, but yeah, I mean, I think it's overall a good thing to combat, people overdoing it. Yeah. It's my view on it though.
Yeah, I think that goes back to it was Nash earlier said FOMO and scalpers.
Yeah.
It's just gonna help eliminate the scalpers.
Yeah. Great Smoky Pokey was talking. I think he was talking about our conversation earlier. He said it's very similar to gambling, which we essentially are gambling to hit a pack. Obviously, yes. Some people can come and go easy. Others toss their life and savings out the window, said GSP. Yes, it's a very fine line. And I implore you guys, especially when I do the mystery packs, I think there's always a deterrent on the top of that mystery pack saying, if you are not, please understand that you may not get the value that you paid for in this pack. I recommend you buying singles if you're looking for a particular item versus what I'm creating. Obviously, I try to make them as fair as possible, but you're going to get a pack that's probably not going to get the same value. So I try to deter you guys from buying it before you buy it. So read the description.
Read the description.
Oh, hey, Sleeping Snorlax in here. What's happening, man? Appreciate you coming
What's up,
through.
Sleepy?
Hey, he said, same here. Never stopped limiting since 2021 over here. Hey, Sleepy, you got to, man. I see you pop in here every now and then. It's always a good time when you do come in, and I'm here for it, and I appreciate the hell out of you when you come through, but it's never any like hard feelings like, hey, you've been gone for a whole year? What happened, bro? I'm just like, hey, man, you been good? All good? If you're good, we could keep going,
Yeah.
Super Insane said, at one point, the stores near me stopped selling cards altogether. Same. It was getting too dangerous here.
Yep. Yeah, they stopped for like almost a month where I'm at.
Beep pop. Hey, Game Slime in here. What's going on? Hey, Jay, I kind of need help. I traded for an Altar Rayquaza, but now I have my doubts if it's real. I made a video about it on my channel. No self-promo. Could you maybe help me out? The Game Slime. Yeah, man. I'll go click on your link right now. Probably not right away. Game Slime, I'm not sure if you're on our Discord. Send me an email too. Check my description for my email so I can follow up with you after, because if you don't, I will 100% forget, and I'm sorry. But I wouldn't mind helping you if you send me an email or a DM via Discord. Kangas Krans, what's happening, man? Wait a minute. I thought you weren't streaming until tomorrow, Jace Corner. Today is tomorrow, man.
Today is tomorrow.
Today is tomorrow. Hey,
Tomorrow's yesterday.
Podcast is my favorite. Yeah. No. So later today we'll be streaming like a regular stream at 6 o'clock. I'm a walking contradiction as we come in here talking, and then later on I'm gonna be selling shit. So I'm a walking contradiction. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I just try to be as transparent as possible. Man. Let's go. Thank you so much. No problem, man. On top of that, man, have you yourself on your side, you're kind of stepping away your channel is stepping away from Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How has
not completely, but definitely.
Yeah.
It's not as what it used to be.
Yeah. Do you feel, how do you feel with that? Do you feel like you're starting brand new with it and just,
Totally. Yeah. It's a big change but to be quite frank though, I made the switch because the Pokemon stuff started to drop off on my channel. I don't know why it happened, but it just did.
Yeah.
Oh, I went from holding like 15, sometimes 20 viewers consistently to the stream, and then over a month period, I think it was like almost around the same time I started the fundraisers, my viewers just tanked down to like 5 to 10, which is not a big deal to me, but I was like, okay, well, switch. I'm not that entertaining of a host for the Pokemon stuff, because there's such a smorgasbord of really entertaining people hosting all sorts of things, from rip and ships to giveaway content to pre-recorded content. And it wasn't my strongest suit, so I was like, I'm just gonna continue on because I love content creating, with some of my original intentions of kind of testing out and learning stuff about how to do this, because before I started YouTube, I didn't take any creative classes and never had a Photoshop or a Premiere Pro class or anything like that. And this is all just self-learned, so I wanted to continue that journey. But if I was going to continue it just being like, hey, I'm just going to keep grinding the Pokemon thing for the same amount of viewers I'll get doing gaming stuff,
right,
we're talking 10-20x cost per piece of content,
right?
So
that's the one deterrent for me when it comes to making more pre-recorded content. I've still been in the background in the works trying to figure out, all right, how can I make solid, good Pokemon content but minimizing costs on pre-recorded videos? At the moment, who knows, maybe it'll pop off. Like those informative videos, I'm like, that's not really me. I mean, I can be informative. Maybe I'll make a couple of them here and there just to be there, do that. But I want to get out there and talk to people. I enjoy having like the conversations we're having right now. So things like this, the podcast, I want to make a podcast channel later on this year. So things like that might be in the works. I want to reach out to different content creators in this niche, have them on here, chop it up, talk about their experiences within the hobby, their experiences within YouTube. That's what I want to do. That's what I really want to do. I just want to pick people's brains, and talk about different aspects. It doesn't always have to be about Pokemon or content creation. Mix a couple other things in there. Personally, what brought them, their journey, that type of stuff. That's what I want to do. Jeremy Johnson, what's going on? I have the kids with me watching. Hey, let's go, Jeremy. Appreciate you. Alice, welcome in. Smack, I've seen some without full art texture, and they look like that, said Smack Daddy. Oh, appreciate you, Game Slime. He dropped that in the Discord. Snorlax said, Dub, the metadata message up your analytics with the change? I'm curious because I've tried different stuff and it flopped. My personal audience demands extremely short content if it's not live, says Sleeping Snorlax.
The biggest switch for me was the live streams. Get about somewhere between, I'd say, a quarter to half as many views, because it's gaming content, not the Pokemon, and but Pre-recorded content, it almost has remained unchanged. One of my first videos I posted still is like my top 3 most viewed videos. So I'm not really gaining anything overall, but we've talked about it several times. It's not necessarily why I'm doing it though.
Right.
I'm not
for the views,
just
right?
to see bigger numbers or more views or more likes. It's not really.
Yeah.
Because if I was doing it for that, I probably would have quit a long time ago, right? It was very discouraging to have less views on pre-recorded content now than the very first video I posted, and that was not very good quality.
I think there's a plateau that a lot of creators go through at one point. It's like they see that growth, and then they go down, and then on that go down is like, all right, how do I pivot? How do I reinvent my channel slightly to give it a new breath of fresh air? And then you go back up. And I think there's just a lot of highs and lows, and those lows can last as long as you let it last. But I mean, with yours, Dub, it's like another restart because it's a brand new audience that you're trying to reach, different content, and you're still trying to figure out, all right, how do I want to put this content out there? How do I want to brand me, Dub, out there to the gaming sphere of things, the gaming aspect of things, you know?
Yeah. And before I really made the biggest transition, because I was really feeling it out the end of the year, I did a lot of kind of the chat and chill stuff and just talking with the audience that showed up and kind of said, here's some plans, here's some ideas. And I got some feedback from people who had been watching me since, the first day I noticed that they started chatting in my live streams. They've been there ever since.
Yeah.
One of them, including Smack Daddy, who's here and your channel too.
Yeah.
Quite a few people said that they would watch me do whatever. They'd watch me unbox anything, not just Pokemon cards. They'd watch me play games. They liked when I chat with people like you. If I do group gaming sessions, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I started to listen to those individuals because they're the ones I'm creating the content for.
Because they're there consistently.
Come back every week. Those are the people I like seeing. Not like I'm grading people on a scale, but they're the ones I like seeing every week. So
and then their like-mindedness will bring other people that are similar to them into your chat, and then hopefully in turn grow the channel in the direction you want it to grow in, right?
Yeah. And then even if it never grows, it's just like it's a blessing to be on there, with these individuals I met, because a lot of them are astounding individuals. So
absolutely, man. I mean, there's 21 people in here right now watching, and I'm grateful for each one of you guys watching right now. It's cool. It's refreshing to be able to always, take a step away. Like I said, I'm contradicting myself because later on I'm going live, but it's Crown Zenith, man. I haven't opened up anything. I got to go live. Contradicting myself on that too, but I like being able to take the time to have these like refreshing conversations on how the state of the hobby is, how you're doing with your content creation, being able to reconnect, because we text and we DM quite a bit and everything, but it's different versus being able to come on here or talk about things and just bounce different ideas off each other possibly. Future Focus Gaming, what's happening, man? Appreciate you coming through.
What's up, FFG?
Smack Daddy said we need these as a regular thing. They are just a way too good. The real talk and information. It's great to hear everyone's opinions on everything. And that's a good thing on here, guys, because all of you guys in here, you guys feel free to voice your opinions. Obviously, keep it respectful. Act like adults, like in chat. And that just pushes the conversation forward and keeps it moving in a positive way. So definitely doing this. Sleeping Snorlax said, do you think Crown Zenith brought back the scalper? Says Sleeping Snorlax. Have you seen any of the videos, Dub, like of people just going to the Target and just, buying everything? No? Yeah, so there's been quite a bit of videos, like short form videos of people just going through the Targets and buying all of the products, which first of all, I think Target out of all places is probably the worst place to go get it, considering that they're the most expensive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're a little stupid on that. But I think it is the last set. People know it's the last set. People anticipate this pricing going crazy at some point, probably. There's a lot of chases in this set. So in a way, it could have. But whether or not it's going to stay or last, I can't say. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't think it will.
Yeah.
It comes and goes and fluctuates like that. Steven Krantz said, "Do you think it is strange how TCG player has prices of cards on the release date? It seems to be based on 5 to 10 at the most, especially for a random V card." Based on, you saying based on 5 to 10 sales? King of Krantz, yeah, I mean, that's why you can never go off the prices within like the first month or two. I mean, we use the prices because we do like pack battles, things just to judge the price and declare a winner like for our streams. But going off of prices within the first couple weeks, I don't recommend it. It's super inflated, but that's when people sell things because people are getting hit with FOMO. They can't find the Crown Zenith ETB. So you put, excuse me. I'm going to talk deeper. I'm over here talking like, but they can't find a Crown Zenith ETB. So if you put their, what's a decent, what's like a mid-tier card that's on there. If you pull like one of the regular full art trainers from the regular set on there for like $40, maybe they're going to buy it because like that was their personal chase and they have no other option. Or they think they have no other option. So you just got to be patient with that. It'll take a good month or two before sales pricing is accurate.
Yeah. Always wait right when a set releases. If you're going to start buying singles, you're going to be paying way too much for them.
Big premium on the singles.
Wait to buy singles.
Yeah.
That's that FOMO taking over. Don't let the FOMO take over. Because most of the cards you want are going to drop at least half to half price of what you see when they first come out, when it's like a bigger chase. Some of them continue to go up.
Yeah.
Those are the big boys.
Yeah.
But that's 1 or 2 cards. And granted, most of them are no more than like 1 or 2 booster boxes worth of money. So if you really want it, sacrifice 2 booster boxes, buy the card.
Right.
But wait a little while. It's the Moonbryon. It's the only one that really has totally not done that at all.
The Umbreon is a we don't know what happened with that.
So don't listen to me on the Moonbryon.
Yeah, the Umbreon is
an enigma
in a class of its own. Great Smoky Pokey.
Crazy.
I see USA. He said, honestly, the live aspect is my favorite part. I like the real-time interaction with everyone, whether it's 5 or 50 people in the stream. More so now that I have met a few other creators. Great Smoky Pokey, yeah, man. The live stream is amazing. I love doing live streams. I know like when we're doing podcasts like this, I can't interact with you guys as quickly as versus me opening a pack, looking at the chat at the same time, because I'm trying to make sure that me and Dub are continuing the conversation forward. But yeah, the live aspect of things makes my day. I know whenever we're able to hang out over there with Dub, he's been streaming a lot of Star Wars content right now, and just hanging out in there, being part of it. We'll be talking about something random. We'll be talking about anything, and Dub will be there playing, being a Sith and everything. So it's one of the best parts. The live.
Y'all are ruthless.
Aspect.
You're the ones that made me choose Sith.
Nah, man, you're just a bad boy. You a bad boy.
Is Lugia alt still expensive? Yeah, Kangas got it smack on the nose. It's still $200, Smack Daddy.
Yeah,
that's like one of the cards. Like I was talking about, the alt Tina, the alt Lugia. Just sacrifice the money. It's right now. It's only 2 booster boxes worth of money, and a year it might be just like the Umbreon is now, where we're 600 and we're 6 booster boxes of money. So
yeah, buy
those singles, but maybe not right away, because I've seen some of those sales be a lot higher than 200. So
yeah,
give it like a week or two on the big alt art pulls that are like a couple $100. But if it's like a full art trainer you want, don't buy the first one you see the first day it comes out. Yeah, it's gonna go down. Yeah, 100% it's gonna go down
for sure, man. Super Insane said, what do you find is the maximum time for a pre-recorded video before it's too long for people to watch? It's Super Insane. I don't necessarily think there is ever a maximum. The maximum is up to how good you make the content. So it's like, that's the way I look at it. So if I'm like, damn, my viewer retention is only like 5 minutes, which is crazy, is really good, I would say, for like someone in my position. 5 minutes, what can I do after those 5 minutes or right at those 5 minutes to do something fun and entertaining to extend that viewership? But that's one of the hardest parts, especially with Pokemon. because it's a lot of sitting. It's a lot of lack of transitions. There's not a lot going on with that. So making vlogs or doing podcasts with different angles is something I want to be able to do in the future, just to keep the audience engaged or talk about a topic that's very interesting that they have to listen to this right now, you know? So it's all about the way you make your content. But I think for me, long form content, my average retention rate is between like 3 minutes and 43 seconds and like 4 minutes and 50 seconds, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I would enjoy to make longer content, just maybe not based around Pokemon though.
It's got me curious now.
You checking yours?
I want to see like one of my GTA videos, which is about 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'll go to my YouTube studio right now.
4 minutes. And then if I do like an hour-long GTA video, my average retention's like 6 minutes. So
okay.
It's about 10%.
So I'll pull up my top 10 Pokemon alternate arts of 2022 right now and look at the analytics on that. That one actually had a nice view duration, actually. That one had 7 minutes and 11 seconds.
Nice.
Out of 24 minutes. But again, it was mixing opening Pokemon content with a kind of informative content. Not necessarily informative, but just kind of like your take on things, you know? Because I did have information on there that was factual, and then some stuff on there that was opinion-based.
The editing on that was done well too. So to kind of dig in on, so my GTA video was unedited, and it's got like 5 minutes of view time.
Yeah.
For 50 minutes of play time. The little more edited, the Phasmophobia video I did, where it's got that good hook at the beginning, like it's got a nice intro to it. That one has, it's like you just said, it's got 7 minutes of view duration for a 24-minute video, so it's pretty good.
It's all about the edit, man.
It's the edit. The edit was nice. It showed, especially at the beginning, and I learned that from watching it, but mostly you hammer it into my head all the time. You like get that hook right at the beginning, make it interesting, and make there a reason to watch the lulls. You want it to be spicy right up front.
You got 20 seconds to intrigue the viewer. After that, they're gonna click off the video if it's not fun for them.
Yeah.
Kobe Collects came in here, gifted 5 memberships. Hey, Kobe.
Let's go, Kobe.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, let's go, Kobe. Appreciate that. Pokeball Alice, Game Slime, Great Smoky Pokey. Hey, Clamp Fans Fan, aka Matt Champ, got gifted a membership. Olympic got gifted a membership as well. Let's go, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kobe. We're just in here podcasting, having fun with it. Let me drop a bomb on that real quick.
Little side note, Kobe may be guest starring on a Tuesday stream with me next week.
Ooh, let's go, Kobe. Hey,
similar to this, but with some video games involved.
Hey, man, that's sick. You know, I want to get something in here like where we just, you know, I have people be able to come over. You know, we have a couple of drinks, hang out, talk about this type of stuff. Just a chill and relaxed feel to it, man.
That'd be fun.
That would be my ideal. Sleep and Snorlax said, if the algorithm is pushing the negative stuff because it triggers emotion, do you have tips on how to combat that with positive content aside from being a huge creator that it is? Sleep and Snorlax. Ooh, yeah, the negativity usually outweighs the positive, doesn't it? Off the top of my head, it not necessarily just with the positivity, but it's with your creativity. If you're creative with the aspect, you have to work, I would say, in my opinion, you have to work harder when it's something positive. You have to work a lot harder to make it creative in order to engage that audience, to make them want to be there, because people love drama, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for it at times too. I can't say anything, but you got to be even more creative in order to go forward. Hone your editing skills, and watch YouTube videos on how to edit, on how many cut scenes there should be within the first 30 seconds of a video for the hook. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying what's up to Kobe. Appreciate you, Kobe. Thanks for being in here, man. I mean, the shorter the time, the better. YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and Facebook Reels. For better or worse, people mostly love something quick and easy. Pause. Great Smoky Pokey, absolutely right, man. The short form content is projected to increase exponentially this year as well. So if you're a creator and you're making good short form content, it'll help you, especially if you're already monetized. It'll help you be able to build your channel. There are different audiences though. There's going to be an audience for your short form content that doesn't necessarily transfer to your live stream or your long form content. Live streams might not transfer to your shorts or your pre-recorded videos, and vice versa when you do the pre-recorded video. So if you're going to do it, then you're going to have separate audiences for each. But now that YouTube has that avenue of like revenue, you're able to, you know, grow from all of it at the same time. So, which is pretty cool. Broski, what's going on, Eddie Broski?
What's up, Eddie?
Super Insane asked you, Dub, you going to play Hogwarts?
Am I going to play Hogwarts? I haven't thought about buying it yet, so that may be one that I play later, but I don't think it's going to be, you know, right around release day that I'm excited to play it kind of thing.
That's cool, man. Are you going to be focusing mostly on, well, how far into the Star Wars game are you? It's Battlefront 2, right?
Battlefront 2. We just finished like the first part of Iden's arc. I think there's more to it, but I'm going to kind of go just for this month on it. I've been saying it on the stream. I kept the music in because it makes it more Star Wars to have the Star Wars music on, but every stream has a copyright.
Hey, George Lucas is on you.
I'm not worried about it. Yeah.
He's coming for you.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it though. I just wanted to take January, do something I wanted to do. And just like I dove into Pokemon through content creating, I wanted to dig into some of the other interests I have a bit of nostalgia for, but don't spend a lot of time and effort on as an adult. And Star Wars is one of them. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to start playing some Star Wars games. My friend, he's big into Star Wars. He's like, you gotta get this, you gotta get this. These are the good ones. And so I wanted to take a month and do that. So that's what my content creation is going to be about, because it's a little bit of exploring that nostalgia and kind of falling in love with the Star Wars franchise all over again.
Right.
As an adult, because I haven't really done that. You know, last time I watched anything that was remotely this connected or this intricate of a story of Star Wars outside of like some cartoons with my kid was like the
Clone Wars
stuff that came out in like high school for me. So it's been a while since I've been into Star Wars. Wow.
Hey, it's nice to reconnect with something though. I mean,
but I always loved it as a kid, and I like it. Still like it as an adult. All the stories are great.
I love Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
We have a couple more questions over here. Steven Kangas Krantz said, "Did both of you grow up with Pokemon when you were younger? Yourself, Dub?"
Yeah.
Same.
Not a ton, but yes, definitely. There was a couple years of my life where I really enjoyed collecting Pokemon cards.
There was a lot of jealousy from me from the other kids.
Yeah.
They had more
playing
stuff.
Pokemon games has been the bigger part though. I've played Pokemon games forever.
I remember the Christmas when I got my first Game Boy Color, and I was like, let's go. Like, I was just playing Pokemon Gold. My dumbass couldn't figure out how to get out the house. I didn't know, you know how there's like a little carpet right there? I would just walk by it. I'm like, how the hell do I get out of here? I didn't know I was supposed to walk through that. So I was stuck in there for a while, but figured it out, and we made it. We made it here.
Game Boy Color, Kangas Krantz just said, yeah, that's what I used to play. And I've always liked breaking video games. Even as a kid, I did the missing no trick. This is like pre-internet, pretty much. Like, when dial-up was still like the hot new thing. To learn how to do missing no in a handheld Game Boy when it just came out was quite interesting of a journey. I learned through it mostly through word of mouth, and then so I've always been in the Pokemon video games since a kid. Yeah,
video games for sure were a big part of it. And then even like in high school and after high school, right after high school, I was like, man, I want to play Pokemon Gold again, but obviously it doesn't save after a certain amount of time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go on eBay, see if I could buy Pokemon Gold or Silver again. And, I did. And I had so much fun with it. Got my Tyranitar back, my Houndoom back. Good times. Broski said, are you going to be missing rainbows? We touched a little bit on that earlier. Eddie, I said for myself, not really. Yeah. I was kind of over them for a while. It was nice while they had their initial run, but I think they kind of overstayed their welcome a little bit. I'm not sure if you felt the same way, Dub.
I mean, I could take them or leave them, so I'm not too worried about
you were
them
never
being
like
gone.
you were never like, oh wow, these are awesome.
Yeah, I collected all the ones that I really wanted, and then after that, I didn't really look at a rainbow after that. So
yeah. Hey, Kobe, heading out. Appreciate you stopping in here, man. Appreciate you gifting 5 memberships. Have a good night, bro.
Later, Kobe.
Mythical Kate, do you think FOMO applies to Japanese sets as well? What about the waifus, especially because those values seems to go up no matter what, said Mythical Kate. So with the Japanese products, it's, for me, it's always a very finicky thing because I'm able to like acquire Japanese products fairly early compared to like, I would say maybe like a couple days earlier. But the cost to ship it over here and then sell it and then even resell it again is, you know, a very top button topic that I try to keep the price as low as possible. There is definitely FOMO within it. I'll even tell you guys that, you know, prices might drop eventually, but I'm not sure because the demand for it keeps going up and up, and people on the Japan side know that the demand is now there, because at one point nobody gave an F about Japanese cards over here. It was only about English, but now that's broadening, so they understand that demand is here, so the price might keep going up. Japanese cultures loves the waifu, said GSP. Oh yeah, we've seen that. Oh, Eddie Broski said he misses rainbows. Remember Game Shark? Yeah, we remember the Game Shark.
Oh yeah, the Game Shark.
All kinds of cheats. All kinds of cheat codes. Wow. No, but it was it's always nice to be able to get in here and talk about these type of things with you, Dub, just because last time we tried to, didn't work out. Almost didn't work out this time, man. I have a Mac Mini, and it's very difficult for me to figure out how to set up the desktop capture so you guys can hear Dub and hear me. If you ask me how I did it, I have no clue. But we're probably gonna end it off in just a bit. We were just trying to keep this down to about an hour. We are a little bit over. We'll finish off with this last question right here from Kangas Krantz. Do you find it odd how Japan printed twice the amount they normally do because they realized Americans wanted it, but then Americans are getting charged twice as much, sometimes even 3 times? Steven, that's kind of just what I've been talking about, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's the import cost too,
yeah,
you know.
There's import costs to go along with it, and you know, I'm sure that they understand that the demand is a lot higher now over here, so they're probably putting a decent amount of premium on there.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of premium on it.
Yeah. So I mean, whether it gets better or not, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Only time will tell on that.
Yeah.
We hope it does. But we'll see. Get you in here saying what's up to GSP. They know their audience. U.S. markets will gladly pay a premium if there's a market for it, right, GSP? I mean, it's true. It's economics, man. It's economics. But yeah, I hope to be able to do this with Dub. Like I said, plenty of times, maybe once, twice a month at the most. And then maybe bring on some other people in here at some point, different creators. You don't even have to be a creator. You can be part of the community anyway. Chara Queen, I didn't even say hi to you, Chara Queen. Hi.
Hi, Chari.
What's going on? I think maybe that's why they started with the silver border and scarlet and violet set due to Japanese demand. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like the silver borders a lot more, Chari. A lot of people love the silver borders more. Cuz you want to hop on this podcast? Let's go. Thanks for the conversation, guys. Appreciate you, B-Pop. Thanks, guys, for being in here. I'll be hopping back on at like 6 p.m. Pacific time. So a little over an hour for our normal regular stream. So I hope to see you guys hop in here one more time. Supply and demand, the more you F around, the more you find out, said Ricky. Oh, exactly. But thank you guys for being in here. Appreciate you, Dub, for being in here, bearing with me as we figure out the logistics of this.
Now you got to spend an hour just unwinding all the settings.
Yeah, hopefully my next stream is okay too. Yep. Mythical Kate, though. Patrick G, I see you, man. Appreciate you hanging out. GSP, Chara Queen, B-Pop, Ricky, Kangas Krantz, Cuz, Get You. Thank you guys for hanging out in here. And until next time, my name is Joey. That is Dub. Where's he at? That way. He's that way. Peace out, guys. I'll see y'all in a little while.